Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with you, okay? I watched Mating Season just for fun, shits and giggles, and it was not fun at all. I didn't have any enjoyment of it at all, not in the slightest. I mean, there was a couple jokes here and there that made me give a little right? That's it. Okay, it wasn't very good in the slightest. Okay, good is not a word I'd begin to describe it with. Awful is also not a word I begin to describe it with. It's more along the lines of let's just get something out just for fun. I don't know. I think honestly, I think to say that they're trolling the people who made this show is generous. I don't think they're trolling. I think they just genuinely don't know how to make shows because one, like I said before, the comedy is not funny, and two, it's a lot of like I think it's trying to be more intellectual than it is, okay? And I mean like I know there's gonna be people who say, "Oh, but like you gotta turn your brain off to enjoy it, man." But like at the same time, like why? Why would I do that? If I wanted to turn my brain off, I'd just go to bed, right? I could fucking conjure up dreams that are better than this entire show, okay? And I'm telling you, my dreams are pretty weird, all right? But this show is like a fever dream on steroids. That's real. It's not a dream. That's what I think that's what like antagonizes and agitates the fucking complete and utter like despair of this show more. It's because it's real and you think it's a dream, right? This show is so bad, you think it's a dream, but it's real. Okay? So basically, all right, episode 1, okay? Episode 1, we start out, okay, with there's a deer, her name's Fawn, okay? It's a fawn named Fawn, right? And their mom died, okay? And then they're like, "Fuck, bro, my mom's dead. So sad, man." But like, we get a whole backstory on her, like throughout the series, which is not very good anyway. Honestly, I don't even want to describe this show. Okay, don't watch it. Just save yourself. Don't watch it. Okay. If you watch this show, there's gonna be some like there's gonna if you watch this show genuinely, you're gonna lose more brain cells than you're ever gonna recover. Okay, that's how bad this show is, right? And I mean like I don't know. I don't even know how to begin to describe how utterly awful this show is. Okay, don't watch it, please. All right, begging you, don't watch it. Mating season is awful. Okay, okay. I'm gonna say I'm gonna give you some I'm gonna give you some scenes that stood out to me. I watched the show like I don't know the week it came out, and it was bad. It was really bad. I watched the show before a lot of the content creators went and like hate paraded it. Okay, and at first, right, I was like, this first episode's kind of weird, but I guess I'll push through it. And at the end, I just fucking regretted my decision to go through with it. Okay, so standout scenes. One, frog orgy in episode 9. Mm-hmm. Now, two, there's a weird segment, okay, where there's a raccoon, okay, Ray. Ray's mom is like, uh, is just sleazy, okay, but Ray still loves her because she's his mom, right? But she tries to teach a fox, okay, fox named Penelope, who happens to be a lesbian, right? There, she teaches her about like a trick, okay, and this trick involves bending over and pointing your tail at your chocolate starfish, all right? Now, it's in full animated beauty, okay, and I'm just saying, I just felt a little uncomfortable given the fact I did watch this at like 12 a.m. Okay, I'm not a fucking lunatic. I wouldn't watch this like normally in normal hours of the day. Okay, but still, I was like, I don't know. That's uncomfortable, right? Like that's weird. But I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. But that's like kind of, and then Penelope uses it again, and then we see it again in full animated detail, especially because the person because then she realizes that she's entranced. Penelope realizes she's entranced with Ray's mom after that, even when she entranced somebody else. She doesn't want to go for somebody that she entranced. She wants to go for Ray's mom, which is a little weird. Okay, but I don't know. I feel like, and I mean, we get a whole backstory on Penelope and stuff, where like she was originally from Canada. She was like in love with like it's like Fox and the Hound type shit, but like weirdly sexual. She was involved with a hound, a farm dog, that her family was like, oh no, you shouldn't do that, right? And then like eventually she ends up getting washed up in a river, and the dog doesn't try to help, even though she's like passed out on a log. And then Fawn rescues her, and then that's how they became friends, I guess. And yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't think this show deserves any praise or recognition in the slightest, because then if it's given recognition, it'll be like a cop out for Netflix to make more shows like it, and we don't need more brain rot slop in the world. Okay, if you want to watch brain rot slop, okay, you can watch you can watch the fucking you can watch the Chronicles of Skibbity Toilet, or you can watch the Chronicles of fucking Italian brain rot, because I mean, like, if you really think about it, that shit is no better than what Netflix produced with this one. Okay, now it's from the people who made Big Mouth. I haven't seen Big Mouth. I always thought it was really weird, and I was never gonna watch it. Okay, I'm still not gonna watch it. But um, if Big Mouth is anything like this show, then fuck my life. I'm definitely not watching it. All right. Now, here we go. Where was I gonna do? What was I gonna do? Oh yeah. And then there's like a cuck bear who's like, for whatever reason, I don't know. It's like what the weird thing about this show as well is like it's supposed to be episodic, right? It's supposed to be like a series, but the characters don't learn or grow. They don't learn anything, right? It's supposed to be continuation of things that like they'll reference things that happen in past episodes, right? But it's not like Family Guy where they do it as a cutaway and it's supposed to be just a gag, right? And like Family Guy is definitely episodic. That's why like none of the characters change over time, even though they do. And a lot of people don't like how they've changed. I mean, personally, I didn't watch all of Family Guy because I'm not a fucking. I have a life, kind of, right? I have better shit to do than watch all fucking 20 million episodes of fucking Family Guy, okay? But it's not like that or like South Park where it's episodic, right? And like every episode the fucking slate resets. Okay? It's supposed to be like a series of things that happen, right? Because they reference things, but at the same time there is no character arc, there's no growth in the slightest. It's like these characters are clairvoyant, but they don't like do anything to like clairvoyant in the sense they can see the past, and like they can see I don't know. It's weird. It's really weird. It's really weird, and they don't change or grow in the slightest. Now, I don't even know where to begin with this next scene. Okay, but in episode one, okay, Ray, who's like supposed to be like the fucking horny friend, I guess, is trying to pick up a skunk, and the skunk when they go back to Ray's like I guess burrow tree. I guess he lives in a tree. I don't remember. I don't really. I didn't do research before making this video because fucking I'm not doing that. Anyway, um, yeah, they go back to Ray's place, and Ray, um, ecstatically exclaims, "Express your anal glands on me," which means like you know how skunks spray shit. Yeah, that's what he wants, and so she does it, and it's like it's absurd. It's like one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. I mean, it's not at all the weirdest or worst thing I've ever seen, but at the same time, I mean, it's a bit weird, okay? That's what I'm saying. I mean, like, just because they're animals doesn't make it better. If anything, that makes it worse, right? I mean, I think Big Mouth is about like high schoolers or middle schoolers. I'm not sure. I think it's middle school, but still, even middle schoolers doing sexual things is weird, right? Why is it these people make shows about weird shit? Like like nobody wants to see animals or fucking like human kids do this shit, right? So why not make it about adults? It's weird to make it, about like people like if you really think about it, if porn can be made of the actual thing and have it be legal, then maybe just don't do it, okay? Like if they're adults, do whatever you want with them, okay? But I feel like portraying kids and animals in such a way is a little weird, right? I don't think that's just me. Anyways, now there is one more character. No. There's just three. There's three main characters, and I already kind of discussed some of them. There's a gay fox. There's I guess the lesbian fox. There's a lesbian fox. There's a bear who's kind of a cuck, and there's a deer. Oh yeah, and there's the raccoon. And yeah, I think I discussed all of the main characters. Um, yeah, just don't watch this show. It's really not worth it. Okay, you're gonna lose brain cells. You're gonna get stupider, and you're gonna start to lose memory of important moments in your life because you just wish that you didn't see this shit to the point to where you're trying to just forget anything around the time frame of when you watched it, and or it can may and that brain pest may spread to other areas of your life. Okay, so just don't watch it. Okay, that's all I wanted to do for today. Okay, I just wanted to rant about this show because it's so stupid. Okay, uh, and yeah, sorry for not uploading over the weekend as well. I just didn't want to. Also, Minecraft episode 6 is coming. Okay? Okay. See you later.